Imagine a time when Europe was emerging from the darkness of the Middle Ages, a period defined by the rediscovery of classical knowledge, unprecedented artistic achievements, and groundbreaking scientific discovery. This was the Renaissance, a cultural revolution that not only reshaped Europe, but also laid the groundwork for the modern world. But what exactly sparked this extraordinary rebirth? And who were the key players? Join us as we unravel the story of the Renaissance, a period that truly changed the course of history. The Renaissance, which means rebirth, began in Italy in the 14th century and lasted until the 17th century. But why Italy? Several factors contributed to this, including Italy's strategic location at the crossroads of trade routes, its wealthy merchant class, and its rich heritage of Roman and Greek culture. Cities like Florence, Venice, and Rome became the epicenters of this cultural revival. The rediscovery of classical texts, many of which had been preserved by Islamic scholars, played a crucial role. These works of philosophy, science, and art inspired a new wave of thinking that emphasized humanism, a belief in the potential of human beings to shape their own destiny. This shift in perspective was radical at the time, moving away from the medieval focus on religious dogma. One of the most defining features of the Renaissance was its art, which saw a dramatic shift from the flat, religious-focused works of the Middle Ages to more realistic and human-centered creations. This period gave rise to some of history's greatest artists, including Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Raphael. Leonardo da Vinci, often called the quintessential Renaissance man, was not just an artist but also an inventor, scientist, and mathematician. His works, like the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper, are renowned for their intricate detail and mastery of perspective. Michelangelo, another towering figure of the Renaissance, brought the human form to life with his sculptures like David and his work on the Sistine Chapel ceiling. His art reflected the Renaissance ideals of balance, harmony, and the study of the human anatomy. Raphael, known for his graceful compositions and use of perspective, created some of the most beautiful and balanced works of the period, including the School of Athens, which symbolized the merging of classical knowledge with Renaissance humanism. The Renaissance wasn't just a time of artistic brilliance. It was also a period of scientific inquiry and discovery. The questioning spirit of the era led to major advancements in fields such as astronomy, anatomy, and physics. One of the most revolutionary figures of the time was Nicolaus Copernicus, who proposed the heliocentric theory that the Earth revolves around the Sun. This idea challenged the long-held geocentric model endorsed by the Church and paved the way for future scientists like Galileo Galilei and Johannes Kepler. Galileo, often called the father of modern observational astronomy, made significant improvements to the telescope and used it to support the Copernican theory. His findings, however, brought him into conflict with the Catholic Church, leading to his famous trial and house arrest. The period also saw advancements in anatomy, with Andreas Vesalius's work, De Humani Corporis Fabrica, revolutionizing the understanding of the human body. His detailed dissections and illustrations provided a more accurate understanding of human anatomy, challenging the misconceptions that had persisted since antiquity. The Renaissance was also a golden age for literature and philosophy. Writers like Dante Alighieri, Petrarch, and Giovanni Boccaccio laid the groundwork for modern Italian literature, while humanists like Erasmus and Thomas More spread Renaissance ideals across Europe. Dante's Divine Comedy, a poetic journey through hell, purgatory, and heaven, not only explored religious themes but also offered a commentary on the political and social issues of his time. Petrarch, often called the father of humanism, revived the study of classical texts and emphasized the importance of individualism. In England, the Renaissance reached its peak with the works of William Shakespeare, whose plays and sonnets remain some of the most studied and performed in the world. Shakespeare's ability to capture the complexities of human nature and emotion epitomizes the Renaissance spirit of exploration and expression. As the Renaissance spread from Italy to the rest of Europe, it influenced countless aspects of society, from education to politics. The invention of the printing press by Johannes Gutenberg around 1440 played a crucial role in this dissemination. Books became more accessible, and ideas could spread quickly across the continent, fueling further intellectual and cultural development. The Renaissance laid the foundation for the modern world in many ways. It sparked the scientific revolution, influenced the Reformation, and led to the Enlightenment. The period's emphasis on human potential and critical thinking continues to shape our society today. The Renaissance was more than just a period of artistic and intellectual achievement. It was a turning point in history that transformed Europe and set the stage for the modern era. Its legacy can still be felt today in our art, science, and culture. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Renaissance, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating journeys through history. Let us know in the comments what historical events or periods you'd like to explore next. Until next time, keep exploring the past to understand the present.